So I've had a couple things on my mind, and one of the biggest things is, well, seeing as Ava's gonna be here soon. I mean, it could be anywhere between 9 and 11 weeks now that she could come, or that she's supposed to come. And one thing I can't get off my mind is this whole single parent thing, and it's not that I'm upset that I'm a single parent. It's not that I'm sad that I'm not sharing it with a guy or whatever. It's nothing even like that. As a matter of fact, I feel very empowered. I feel wonderful and very confident because I'm doing school and soon I should have a job. I have a huge plan for us, as in me and Ava. And I don't even think about the child support that I should be getting, but probably won't get. I don't even count that, as a matter of fact. If anything, it'd be like a bonus, But I can't help but think that I don't know, that I'm a bad person for not caring that he's not involved, I'm not really that scared to be a mom or anything, but if I had to say that there was anything that was my biggest fear or my biggest whatever, would be that I'm nervous that Ava's gonna resent me or something because I didn't try to keep him around. I watch Teen Mom and Teen Mom 2 or 16 and Pregnant. And I read other people's blogs and I watch other people's blogs and stuff, and they're always talking about how even though the guy was crap or whatever, that they didn't want to have a split family and they want the kid to have both parents in their lives and everything. For me, as soon as it was obvious that Christian didn't want to be part of this, I didn't care. I gave up. I was okay, I mean, initially I was really hurt because I just got pregnant with this guy that I generally liked a lot, and was saying he liked me, and he was trying to convince me that, he would be able to provide for me and all this stuff. And the next thing I know, he literally just stops talking to me. He doesn't want anything to do with me, pretty much. Or this kid. And so, yeah, that's hurtful. It would be hurtful for anybody. But after, the initial shock and stuff, I didn't try anymore. I didn't text him all the time or write him on Facebook all the time. I didn't call him or his family or anything. When they all shut me out, I said, fine. I said, forget you, fuck you, basically. And I don't usually like to linger where I'm not wanted, I mean, but then maybe I should have. Maybe I should have tried. Or maybe instead of not caring that he hasn't said a single word to me in 5 months. He hasn't said a word to me in 5 months. Maybe instead of just being okay with that, I should be freaking one of those girls that's all over his Facebook or something, or texting him and being why aren't you trying to find out how this pregnancy is going? But I'm not, because I don't care. Is it bad that I don't care if he ever sees her? Is it bad that I don't care if she ever gets to know him? Is it bad that when I tell Ava who her father is, I'm just going to call him Christian? I'm not going to say that's your father. I'm going to say that's Christian. Is it bad that I don't feel guilty about it? Sometimes I think I should, because so many other people seem to, but I don't. The only thing I'm worried about is that Ava will grow up and resent me for it, or that she will grow up and decide for some reason that she wants, to be a part of his life, and he's going to reject her, and she's, you know, she's going to get her little heart broken because he doesn't want anything to do with her. And I don't want to be like one of those people that sits there and talks all kinds of mess about the father of their kid. Or I don't want to sit there and like play him up as this person that he's not, so that she thinks she has this, you know, really nice father, when really, yeah, he's an okay guy. He really is. But the fact that he isn't man enough to take responsibility for what happened, and the fact that he's even less of a man to actually talk to me about it, I've lost all respect for him, you know, and I feel like he has absolutely no right to this kid, because just because he made her with me doesn't mean that makes him a parent, you know. I feel like it's something I want to avoid, and I can't avoid, and I don't know what to do about it. And it feels like nobody can fix it for me. And I don't know. Like I said, I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I just don't want Ava's feelings to get hurt. And I don't want Ava to be mad at me just because I didn't chase after him, you know, or because I didn't try to make it work, or because I decided to go live with my parents in Hawaii where they can support me and help me, instead of staying in Tennessee where he can't support me and help me, you know, and didn't want to anyway. And I just don't want that. I don't want her to grow up and be one of those girls that's like, oh, my father's not in my life, you know. My dad's not in my life. My real dad, he hasn't been in my life for a long time. And the last time I actually even called him dad, I was like 11. And I barely talk to him now. I barely think about him now. I call my stepdad my real dad. And he's only been around for 10, 11 years. You know, and I'm fine. I've never hated it. I've never resented my parents for it. I've never felt like I had a hard life. If anything, I felt more like my mom's my hero, just because she's, you know, because she's always made it work. And before we had Daniel, which is my stepdad, it was just me, my mom, and my sister, and we were like the three musketeers, and it was, things always worked fine. She made things work fine. So I know I can make things work fine. It's not what I'm worried about. I know that I'll be able to support us. I know that I will be able to give her enough love for 15 parents. I know that she will be beautiful, and I know that her family's going to be there for her and for me, and everything. What I don't know is whether she's actually going to care that Christian is there or not, because I don't care. And I don't know if she'll feel the same. And it scares me. And it makes me hate him. I don't usually hate people, you know. My mom always taught me that it's not, you should never hate anybody. Nobody deserves to be hated, because it's just terrible. But I really, truly feel a hatred for him. I do. When I think about him, I feel disgusted, and I can't stand, I hate that human being. And it's all because now this is going to be 10 million times harder than it's supposed to be. And I don't even know if I'm going to do it right. And I don't know. Anyway, that's what's been on my mind. It's been bothering me. I don't know if it should or not, but it has.